Stepped on the scene, dripped in saline. Whole crew shining, call me Mr. Clean. Came in from the back, walked right to the front. Dancing to the music, smoking on the. Got the women smiling, punk grilling me, looking all dusty. Black Force energy, I don't even drink, but the team pop bottles. Not here for the beef, but the Glock holds hollows. Think I'm cocky, but I think I'm worse. In this flexing like a Mr. Universe.
The last topic we're going to discuss on Boxing Bros is Terence Bud Crawford puts Nebraska on the map. All right, so we're going to take a look at a parade, the victory parade that Nebraska threw for Terence Crawford after beating Earl Spence. All right, let's take a look. And as you can see, this is Terence Crawford during his parade. All right, I don't know why that's not working. All right. All right, and you saw that. Now take a look at this, and I thought this was really cool, and we're going to discuss it right now. All right, if you take a look, you'll see bill of sale, and you see Terence Crawford holding this, and we'll take a look. It says, at Terence Crawford's victory parade for Earl Spence win, the mayor of Omaha announced that are agreeing to sell the plot of land next to his boxing gym / academy in the city for just $1 so he can use it to build expanded facilities. So they sold him the property next to his sporting academy so that he can expand the facilities for the youth in Omaha, and they sold it to him for $1. And this is the bill, and this is the picture right here. So salute to Terence Crawford. All right, Trill Dollar Bill, what's your reaction to the parade and the mayor selling him the property next to his gym for $1 so he can expand the facilities for the youth?
I thought it was dope. The senator should have been out there. The senator should have been out there. The governor should have been out there. Not only is the mayor, you know what I'm saying? Put some respect on Bud's name. And there was a lot of love. Shout out to the love. He deserves the love. It's about time. Now I'm seeing Bud everywhere. I should have seen him like this before. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm seeing Bud everywhere. I seen him on Good Morning America. They showing him now everywhere. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
he's starting to get the love that he deserves, and he's starting to get the press he deserves. Shout out to Bud. It's well deserved. Shout out to you, homie. But I was mad that the mayor, instead of the mayor, the governor should have been there. The governor should have gave him that in the Senate.
All right, TBE.
Nah, that's pretty dope, yo. Shout out to TC for that, man. You know, like hopefully, it's as people of color, yo, it's always a success story when we accomplish things. Cause the history in America, things of that nature, and when you see people accomplish and they become great, and this is his moment, and like look at his state acknowledging him and doing things, and now he's open a facility that I don't know what's that going to be. That may be home, that may be shelter, that may be more for people in Nebraska or the kids in Nebraska to go there and be great boxers, be great athletes, whatever they want to do. Just like he's giving them, he's creating more avenues for people out there. And that's dope. And I love it. I can't hate on it. I can't say anything wrong about it. But keep doing your thing, keep accomplishing, keep being great. So.
I mean, I think it's amazing. One, just to see the support he got. It was like you hear them say they don't have a professional sports team in Nebraska, so Bud is it in Nebraska. You heard Bo Mack say it. You've heard people say it, but to actually see that parade, it was like what happens in the city of Boston if the Patriots win a championship, if the Celtics win a championship, you get a parade like that. In Boston, they call us the city of champions. If you're not familiar with Boston and the history of professional sports team in Boston, if we don't get a parade once every 4 years, it's about to go down in here. You know what I mean? Between our professional sports teams, we tend to get a lot of parades in Boston. So it looked like that. That's what it looked like for a fighter returning home after winning the undisputed championship. And I thought it was great on the city of Omaha to invest in its youth by really giving Terence Crawford the property next to his gym so he can expand the facilities. So you can have the youth in the gym learning how to fight, something that can be productive to your city, something that can be productive to your state, something that brings positive recognition to Nebraska, rather than leaving it there and having them on the streets and engaging in criminal activity. So for Terence Crawford to go to someone who, dabbled in the street life, was shot in the back of the head, had to drive himself to the hospital, someone who was doubted by his own mom, whether or not, people believe it was motivational tactics or not, to become the man he's become, the first male boxer to be undisputed in 2 different weight classes, to go home and have the city behind you and to have your state hand you property so that you can expand your facilities because you have become inspiration to so many people around you. I think that's dope. And that shows the importance of making the big fights. Again, if they never made this big fight, this never could have happened for Bud, right? You got to look at it like this. Bud was willing to agree to a shorter split, but look at all that he's inherited since then. Trill said it. He's been all over. He's gained millions in publicity. And just, you think of how much he would have to pay in promotion for all the places you see in Bud's face from this fight. He just inherited land. He's going to expand his gym, and think about how that's going to increase in the value of his gym.
Yo, bro, at the end of the day, I don't mean to cut you off.
No,
but
go ahead.
At the end of the day, they's got to say that we were right. They got to say that we were right. Because when we said,
oh, bro, we lost you, bro.
He was cooking too.
Bro, you there? He was in the middle of cooking. But when bro comes back, he will get back to cooking. But in the meantime, yeah, like I was saying, look at how the value of that property is going to appreciate over time. He's going to inherit more. You see, so sometimes making a big fight is what's important. Oh, Dollar Bill's back. All right, here we go. I'm going to add Dollar Bill. All right, Dollar Bill, you back.
I apologize for that. I had a little technical difficulties. What I wanted to say is, we said this on this channel. When people thought that we were hating, we said this on this channel. We said, if you believe in yourself, you know what I'm saying? Take the short. When you win, you would inherit everything. And that's what happened. When it came to negotiations, he believed in himself and he won. And look, he inherited all this fame now and land. That's all we were saying from the jump. Sometimes you have to do the Mayweather, like what Mayweather did with Oscar De La Hoya. And it turned out in TC's favor. That's all we were saying. Back to what you were saying, bro.
Nah, bro, I don't even feel the need to explain that to them, because if you just listen with the sake of listening and logic and reasoning, you already know what we was trying to say, because we wanted the fight to happen. We want one of those, like that. I don't know. I don't even dive into it because it doesn't even matter. The reality is, I'm extremely happy for Terence Crawford. I'm extremely happy for Earl Spence as well, because they made over $20 million. You know what I mean? So that's a nice piece of change for them and their family. I'm extremely happy for Terence Crawford because now he's undoubtedly the number 1 pound for pound fighter in the world, but he's also a superstar now. And for boxing, that is great. The more superstars we have in boxing, that's great. It is great for YouTube channels. It's great for people who love the sport. Now we have Terence Bud Crawford. We have Anthony Joshua, Canelo Alvarez, and Terence Bud Crawford. The three of them moving boxing along. That's exactly what we needed. And now what I want is I want Inoue to join that list. Now what I want is I want Jerron Boots Ennis to join that list. I want a bunch of fighters to join that list. I want us to have as many superstars as the other sports have. But in people's mind, they can think whatever they want to think. But when it comes to Terence Bud Crawford and what's happening right now, we're witnessing the making of a superstar, all because TC was willing to concede and Earl Spence was willing to concede and make this fight happen. Because don't get it twisted, Earl Spence benefited too. Because although Earl got dominated in the fight with TC, when Earl has his next fight, everyone's watching because they're going to want to see if Earl's still the guy he used to be, and even if it's against Terence Crawford or not. So salute to them gentlemen for making this happen. Salute to TC. This just shows you became a superstar, my brother. All right, bro, you taking us out?
You already. Let us know how you feel in the comments section. Please like and subscribe. Check us out on Instagram and Twitter. And please check out our podcast on all major streaming services. Do me a favor and go check out my video, In My Soul. It's out now. We're probably going to put the link on the page. That's my brother, Caden. That's the TVE. I'm the commissioner, Tro Dollar Bill. Shout out to Caribbean G for tapping in with us.
Somewhere in Jamaica.
All the way in there. Hoping my boy have a safe trip home and all that. And showing y'all nothing but love. Thank you for rocking with us. We the Boxing Bros.
Can you feel me? Became so cold in my cell, all them loony.